It's As Seen on TC with your hosts, T and C.
So, this is... Oh, you're the host. You go first.
I'm the host. What does that make you?
The second host.
Okay.
Sub-host.
Sub-host. Oh, God. Hello and welcome to the second episode of As Seen on TC, a title that you may have seen become
The next global sensation.
I was trying to throw it back in the first episode, but yes, the end of the last episode, we decided on our new name, the name of play of As Seen on TV, but using our names,
Thank you for the description.
Chaz, and of course,
Tiff. The number one. The GOAT.
Tiff and Chaz. Yeah, that's why the T goes first.
T goes first because I'm better and I'm cooler and I'm smarter.
Damn. Okay, we'll see if our topics expose that today.
Okay. Yeah.
No, my topic is not intellectual at all.
I would like to lead the episode with saying justice for Valko, and Chaz will find out what that means later.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that means yet. I don't have anybody who needs justice in my story.
Great.
Okay. So
except Chaz.
yeah, except me. Okay, so notes on the first episode. And any thoughts on the first episode? I have some notes for the first episode.
The only note that I wrote. Oh, also, so day one in my notes I put the reckoning. Day two, the awakening.
Wow.
The only thing I wrote was Chaz gaslights me, and there's audio footage of Chaz I never said fact checking, and Chaz did call that out.
Okay, well, you eventually did. You did come to it like I knew you would.
Help. There was no help from Chaz in that area.
I knew you didn't need help.
I needed help.
You came to
assistance.
It. I never got to finish my thought. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't notice because I was too mad about fact checking.
Well, you found it, you came to it, so you had your thing, but then I got completely thrown off of where I was going with my thought about the fact checkers, which was a tangent goal of the podcast. It's so cool if you're able to say, hey, can somebody check that for us? Can somebody verify that for us?
Well, now we have the new addition of a producer / editor / marketer
/ fact checker.
And his name is Kim, and he will be helping us throughout the episodes. And you may hear him sometimes breathing heavily into the mic because he doesn't know how to breathe.
He works hard.
Oh, yes, because he works hard too.
Okay, so that's the negative note about fact checkers, but I did get to finish my thought. That my thought was going to be, hey, how cool would it be if people fact check stuff for us?
That would be cool.
I never want to say shit that's not true.
I always say stuff that's not true. I'm a known liar. Sometimes I'll just make up stuff. You ever talk to a new person and they start asking you questions, so you just make up random shit?
Something that haunted me earlier, speaking of making up stuff, because I don't consider myself somebody who makes up stuff, but I did recently about The Bachelor and about Jesse still being with the woman he chose.
Oh,
even though they didn't even get married.
Another gaslight moment for Chaz. So what happened is I went through this whole
myself
season.
As well, to be fair.
Oh yeah, Chaz also was gaslighting myself.
I really believed it.
We thought just like I believed
in you. Just like I believed in you finding fact checkers.
Oh my gosh. What a hater.
I said I believed in you.
I don't believe in myself. Oh, you can hear our producer now, maybe.
Our producer,
he's also our security. Yeah. So he will attack all intruding forces.
Jesse the Bachelor. I can explain it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. Basically, so this whole season we were watching it. What was it? Season 5. It was season 5 of The Bachelor, and Jesse, who is a great guy, by the way. Just from the bloopers, I think he's a great guy. He did the whole monologue of Lord of the Rings, which I really wish I got some video evidence of.
I feel like it wasn't even directly from the movie because he was using it to talk about the
he
girl.
Was like,
He was doing a full Gollum impression in a side of him that they had not shown the entire season.
Yeah, totally. But basically what had happened was Chaz, going into the season, Chaz had told me that they were still together, whoever he ends up with. So that's what I was thinking the whole season.
That's what I was thinking the whole season.
That's also what Chaz was thinking the whole season. We found out that they broke up weeks after a rocky relationship. So
yeah, I don't even think they got engaged.
Also, I had sent Chaz a picture of the new wife that he actually did end up with, and Chaz just thought that it was the same person.
Okay, to defend myself on that one, I kind of shied away from even looking because we hadn't watched After the Final Rose yet, so I didn't want any spoilies yet.
I love spoilers. Give me all the spoilers. Also, on the Final Rose, they absolutely hated each other, and Chaz still thought they were together.
I mean, in retrospect, it was like, yeah, they were so cold to one another, and they barely even talked to them. Because,
right.
Yeah, it was.
Well, it was a shock to me once I learned
it's something I really believed, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Probably because he's the new host. You probably thought that he had a successful marriage from The Bachelor.
That has to be part of it.
But I don't know what it was. Chaz was on something. Yeah. Chaz was on some gaslighting shit. Accidental gaslighting. It's still gaslighting.
It's not. It's PSA. It would have been gaslighting if even after we figured it out, I was still like, no, they're still together. You're crazy. That would have been gaslighting. I just thought the wrong thing really hard. Okay, I have one more note from the very first episode, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the one other funny thing from the first episode, there was a name that we had came up with that we never repeated again, but Children of Divorce.
Children of Divorce.
We never repeated that again in the end, but I thought it was a funny name.
That's funny. Well, also, I didn't even think twice about that, but also when the date that I went on Wednesday, I had said, we were talking about our parents, and I was like, are your parents divorced? And she was like, yeah. And then I was like, Children of Divorce. So I guess it comes back around.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll remember me mentioning this, but the very first episode, chess boxing.
Oh, okay. We're getting into chess boxing. All right. Start the timer.
Okay. So, so chess boxing is exactly what it sounds like, which is, well, maybe not exactly what it sounds like. It's alternating rounds of boxing and chess, where you can win by knockout or by checkmate. The name can be traced back to an old kung fu movie.
Okay.
The Mystery of Chess Boxing from 1971.
How original.
Well, it kind of was original. I mean, the term chess boxing had never been used before that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just show you a picture of, like, chess boxing. It's literally, there's a boxing ring and then chess next to it. This is you can picture the mystery of chess boxing.
Okay.
The chess they're talking about is Chinese chess, which is slightly different, but sort of the same idea that you're trying to take out the other guy's king.
Okay.
That was 1971, but the term was popularized in 1993 by the Wu-Tang Clan on their debut album on a song called The Mystery of Chess Boxing.
Wu-Tang.
and there's no, like, there's clips from kung fu movies, but they're not
Put it maybe facing the mic if they want to hear.
But yeah, the title of the song derives from the movie, but it's kind of it. There's references to chess, but not really chess boxing or anything. And even the kung fu movie, from what I read about the summary, is just about a guy who eventually gets taught kung fu by, like, a chess teacher. So it's not exactly chess boxing as we know it. So that's 93.
That was the song, 93.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the term is popularized. What I noticed on Wikipedia, this is my own conclusion from my research, is that it said chess boxing or chess boxing as one word, right?
Oh, interesting.
Seems like officially it's two words, chess boxing. And the only reason I think that they would ever think that it's one word, I think, is the Wu-Tang song. Because the Kung Fu movie is the mystery of chess boxing. And the Wu-Tang song is the mystery of chess boxing. One word.
Duh, DA.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid news.
Yeah.
Keep it up, Wu-Tang.
Alternate title for the mystery of chess boxing was Ninja Checkmate,
Yikes.
but there was no ninjas in the movie. Wu-Tang Clan member Ghostface Killer derives his name from the bad guy of the mystery of chess boxing, who's the Ghostface Killer.
Oh.
Yeah. The most popular board game in China is Chinese chess, also known as elephant chess. So one of the first things that it says on the chess boxing Wikipedia is that Alan Turing invented something called around the house chess, which is just after every move you have to run around the house, and that's as long as you have to make your move. And then when your opponent gets back, you have to get up and run around the house.
Oh, that's kind of like that TikTok game where, have you ever seen it, where people play rock, paper, scissors, and then they take a bite and the other person has to run a lap? Yeah.
For whatever, like, to me, that's kind of like a bit of a distant stretch between that and chess boxing a little bit.
Yeah.
But but what makes it interesting is who Alan Turing is. Do you know who he is?
No.
No, I didn't know who he was either. And like, I think that itself can be its own episode. But he's basically the godfather of modern computer science.
I took a computer science class in college and I don't remember any of it, so I can't tell you if what you're saying is accurate or not.
He's the sort of Wikipedia where like it goes on and on and on because of
Yeah.
how much stuff he did.
Yeah.
Alan Turing, white man,
The
homosexual.
white man.
The white man, homosexual.
We stand gays in this house.
Father of computer science. You wouldn't be listening to this without the gays.
Yeah.
The run around the house thing sounds like, I mean, sounds like something you would do if you were a kid.
Yeah. Just like on TikTok.
A French comic book artist, Enki Bakal, I believe. No, Bilal. Enki Bilal.
Hanky.
Enki. 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 He has a bunch of different comic books that he's made. This third in a series focused on this character who was participating in chess boxing, which was the first display of like people competing in boxing and then competing in chess. In the comic book, it's not really about chess boxing. It's just like what this guy does to make money in this world or whatever. In the comic book, I believe they have a full fight and then have a chess match after.
Oh.
Which is not how it ended up being adapted in real life. So yes, this French comic book writer kind of invents the modern concept of chess boxing. And then a Dutch performance artist, Jeppe Rubin, develops it as an art performance, right? The idea that a performance artist developed it is like, it kind of makes a lot of sense. It makes way more sense than it being an actual sport, but I guess we'll get into that. So Jeppe was a performance artist, and this is just what it says on the Wikipedia, so I hate to boil him down to these few things, but like
non-spons.
He blocked an intersection in Berlin and one in Tokyo to create major traffic congestion. He was jailed 10 days in Tokyo for doing so.
Like nothing, that's not related at all to chess.
That was just that was under his performance as a performance artist, was just creating major traffic by blocking an intersection.
I've heard of that. Protesters do that.
Not a protest. It was like an art piece of like just creating by blocking.
This guy's crazy, just creating chaos. Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, that's what he did as a performance artist. That like Was he proud of that, or like is that just something he did at one time?
Right.
I mean, especially as a white guy going into Tokyo. What the fuck? And you look at this guy, and he's I don't want to speak badly of this guy. You'll see why soon. But he has like a beard and like long hair. Like he looks more like an artist than a boxer. The term chess boxing got popularized in '93 with that song, but the comic book actually came out in '92. So the comic book actually predates the song, but I'm not sure if Wu-Tang Clan knew about the French comic book at all.
They seem like avid comic readers.
They probably were, but like French ones, I don't know, probably not. It was Freud Equator, Cold Equator. That was the name of the comic book. So in real life, these are the rules that were developed, well, mainly by the Yepe Ruping, the performance artist. It's 3 minutes of chess. You start with chess, then 3 minutes of boxing. This was developed in 2003, so 10 years after the comic book and the Wu-Tang song. I believe it's 11 rounds. So you start with chess and end with chess, I believe. The first professional boxer to come over and participate was Terry Marsh.
No way. Terry Marsh. Whoa.
He was undefeated. He was a British welterweight. So he was probably around 140. He retired at 27-0, 10 knockouts, which is pretty damn good. But he retired at 29, and then he announced later that year that he had epilepsy.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, but he would return to boxing in 2014 by participating in chess boxing and win the welterweight title at age 56.
Holy shit. He's old as hell.
Yeah, the age is one thing, but like the retiring due to epilepsy, or I don't know if he retired due to epilepsy or if he retired and then developed epilepsy. Either way,
Could you develop epilepsy from too many hits in the head?
I worry about that too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but
I don't know if that's true either.
yeah, but it would definitely give you pause before participating in a boxing match. In 1989, this is 2 years after he had retired, undefeated. His former manager, Frank Warren, was shot twice by a masked gunman. Warren ended up losing half a lung.
Oh my god, was it the French guy?
What French guy?
It was an art installation.
No, he really got shot by a masked gunman. No, this is the former manager to the undefeated boxer. The manager is known to have a lot of enemies, including Terry Marsh,
Okay.
who had an ongoing libel case against him at the time. 2 months after the shooting, without any evidence, Marsh is arrested and charged with attempted murder.
Oh my god.
He ends up spending 10 months in jail before being acquitted. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's kind of a crazy story because it's like either an innocent man spent like a year in prison, basically, which is a year of your life. Is insane.
Where was the prison?
This is in England.
Okay.
Then there's the possibility that he was the masked gunman. Not to put any of this on him. He's still alive. He's like 74 or whatever. And I have no freaking clue the details of the case. But like just from what I've read, you know, they found no evidence. Well, they actually went to his place, searched it, found some bullets, but these bullets didn't even match whatever gun was used or whatever. So they didn't have anything on him.
Did anyone actually get
No.
charged? Oh,
No.
they never found out who it was?
Yeah. Okay, and then the last weird little thing about Terry Marsh is that you might also know him as none of the above X.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
But he basically created a political party called None of the Above. And they wouldn't let him do that. So he was like, fine, I'll just run for political office as None of the Above X. And there's this thing in the UK, it seems like it's easier to change your name and not have it be as like a big deal. something called a deed poll. I was reading it and it didn't quite make sense to me, but I guess it's just easier to change your name on certain things.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it does sound kind of nice. But he ran basically as protest. His whole, the whole none of the above thing was a protest that there is not a, there's an A, B, C, D option, but he's like, I want there to be an E option that is none of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said if he won, he wouldn't take the seat. He ended up coming 6th or 7th. It's not really an actual run for office. It's like a protest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at first it sounds ridiculous.
Right.
But I feel like when a popular thing people talk about ranked voting, which is instead of this or that, like who do you like the most, and rank them to who do you like the least.
Right.
Even going back to the first fucking president, it used to be the guy in second place was the vice president. Isn't that so weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
The ranked voting thing, and then when you think about this other idea of like saying rejecting all of the choices and saying I don't want any of those people in office. There's actually something to that, and I don't know what angle fucking Terry Marsh is coming at it from,
Right.
but it's an interesting idea for sure. But anyway, yeah, the fact that he was this undefeated guy who retired due to epilepsy, ends up coming back to chess boxing and winning. I think that was his only chess boxing match.
Right.
That's the thing with a lot of these chess boxers. You look at the records, and like the guy with the beard, Yeppe, who invented it, he was 3-0, and he's recognized as the first ever chess boxing champion.
Right.
But when you consider his career as a performance artist, it's kind of like it kind of seems like he crowned himself. And I do actually wonder about the legitimacy of the match.
Right. Especially if it's considered performance art.
Well, it seemed like he considered it that at least, but then he did try to like popularize it as
a sport. Like, it was never recognized as a real sport, or was it? Like, is there a federation or anything? Or?
Yeah, there's actually two kind of governing bodies. One that was governed by Yeppe Raping, but 2020 he dies. It said they don't know what he died of, but they couldn't exclude COVID. He was kind of spearheading his little governing body, and then there was another governing body that they disagreed on the rules, so then they kind of started these two separate orgs. But yeah, my ultimate conclusion is just like, oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense as a performance art, but as an actual sport, you're getting guys who are not that good at boxing, and guys that are not. Chess boxing as a sport, I think, yeah, you're kind of diluting both. That's another thing, like the actual science of boxing and the technique I love, but the sport is not that exciting to me. I like chess. Do you like chess?
I don't like chess. My brother has always been really good at chess, and every time I played with my brother, I lost, and then I got really hopeless about playing chess because it's fucking. I'm not the type of person who wants to strategize for the future. I just want to go and get my turn done,
It's hard for me to think a step ahead.
Also, well, even if I do plan for the future in chess, then I'm like, oh, okay, I have a strategy, then I'm completely blind to the moves that the other person is doing. Like, I'm so concerned about getting my strategy done the right way that I miss their strategy in the process.
Yeah. It's like, no, that's not me. Can you do a Rubik's Cube?
No.
Me neither.
But also, I've heard Rubik's Cubes is just memorizing the steps.
I know, that's what they always say, but neither of us have ever done it. If you could find somebody at your same exact level, I think it'd be fun, But when you're getting somebody who's like good and you're not, it's just crushing.
It's just embarrassing and you feel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Now imagine that was boxing.
Yeah, no.
There was a little Red Bull 15-minute documentary. That's not really that worth watching. Like I wanted there to be some sort of video that I could show you, but it's just like it's boxing and then it's chess. It's not like I wish there was like some crazy highlights I could show you.
Well, I feel like the boxing it just seems like a way to make chess more interesting for people who don't really like chess, right?
Yeah.
Like you add an element of boxing to it, and then people are like, "Ooh, that's fun," and now they're gonna go play chess silently for 30 minutes.
I mean, I talked about how boxing can sometimes not be that interesting, and like chess, watching chess, unless you're a real chess head, is not going to be that interesting.
Well, also, I'm thinking of the different crowds. Like the crowds for a chess tournament versus the crowds for a boxing match are very different.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's something that's like, I'm tough, but I'm smart too. I mean, this is the comic book. He's got his like checkerboard
there's
gloves.
also a what appears to be an eagle screaming in the background.
This is Terry Marsh, 20 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
kind of is my type.
Little
I guess.
British boxer. Oh yeah, you want me to? I'm gonna do Terry Marsh, 1987 when he retired, undefeated.
Ooh, okay, I'll rate him.
Terry Marsh.
And you have to describe him to me before you show me the picture.
He's definitely lean.
So describe him,
short, wavy hair,
and then rate what you think I would rate him, and then I will rate him. Okay, he's got wavy short hair. He's lean.
brown hair.
What's his jawline like? Is it refined? Defined.
It's kind of pointy a little bit.
What a way with words Chaz has.
There's this one with a mustache I don't think you're gonna like.
Yeah, I'm not a big facial hair guy. Wait, what would you rate him? What do you think I would rate him?
I think at best he would be a 7.
A 7? That's pretty high.
He's not gonna blow your socks off. But he wasn't a bad looking guy. And he was British too. Does that help?
I don't know.
Really? I love accents.
Oh, well. Also, he kind of has a unibrow, which I'm not big on.
Well, damn. No? Or like facial hair or something. I guess that makes sense.
Well, it depends on the person. I feel like for him, it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
He has curly short hair.
Yeah.
He is, ooh.
That was the reaction to the mustache. This is him. Chess boxing champion, age 56.
He just looks like a British guy. He looks like a British guy who is slightly muscular.
British.
That's it. All right. Well, I think I'm going to pause it because I have to pee.
Okay.
Part 2, Tiffany's segment. Do you have any last final thoughts before we move on?
I guess chess boxing does sound fun to participate in.
That's crazy.
Not like against like a professional, but like two like evenly skilled, like you and a friend basically.
And now we're making a YouTube channel where we will chess box.
Okay, let me also say who is included on the Wu-Tang Clan's song, "The Mystery of Chess Boxing," which would be Method Man, You Guy, Inspector Deck, Raekwon, ODB, Ghostface Killer. Is that it? No. Also, Master Killer. So there you are.
All right, who's ready for this? Okay, so where do I even start? So I'm obsessed with the game Love and Deep Space, created by Infold Paper Games, right? Chaz knows about this. My virtual boyfriend, who is the love of my life, Xavier, will always be with me. But on June 22nd, an announcement was made. So
June 22nd.
that was my brother's birthday. So it was a week ago, June 22nd, they announced a new 6th LI, a new love interest on the game Love and Deep Space. His name is Valko. So there's originally 5.
Oh, so this is the first time they've had one?
No. So, okay, well, now we're going back. So the game has been out for it'll be 3 years at the end of this year.
Oh.
And over the past 2 years, they have released 2 new love interests. So there was originally 3 that the game came out with: Zane, Raphael, and Xavier. Xavier is the 4th most popular character now.
Oh wow.
So Zane isn't that popular. Caleb is last in 5th. Caleb. And then I'm not sure of the rest of the orders, but I know Raphael is first, so I guess that means Zane is second, and then Silas is third. I don't know. Don't check me on that. But basically, a new character was released. His name was Valko, and he was to be a werewolf, little dog man.
Literally a werewolf?
So every character has a myth.
Oh.
Which is a mythical representation of themselves in another form. So, for example, Raphael has been a sea god and a mermaid. And in the normal gameplay, he's just a dude, but who's like an artist, but he came from the sea. It's a long story.
What do you mean sea god and a mermaid?
Because there's different myths, because there's different, like, what is it called when you come back from death? Reincarnation. There's different reincarnations of the same people.
Oh, wow.
So he was like a sea god, and then he was a mermaid, and then
now he's just a dude.
And now he was a dude who used to live in the sea and then comes out of the sea to be with you. Because he falls in love with you because you saved his life when you're a kid.
So that's Raphael.
That's Raphael, the most popular, yes.
Does he have like ethnicity?
So, okay, this is something that comes up later. So it's a Chinese game, right? So they're all very pale. They're all pretty much like according to the like Eastern aesthetic, like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
So they're not the most masculine men.
Yeah.
This new guy, Valko, was an absolute Chad.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So Valko was a werewolf. He was set. They announced his release on June 22nd. And on June 28th, they came out with a statement saying they were completely deleting him. So all of this content had been released of what he looked like, what the gameplay would be, just everything. But he was released on Chinese servers first. And the Chinese servers absolutely hated Valko. His full name was Ao Yin, but his like name in the game is Valko.
Okay.
So he's a werewolf.
Valko,
I'm going to show you what he
Ao
looks
Yin.
like. So he is super freaking hot, first of all. So if you look at the text I sent you, those are all 6 of the LIs. I'm going to show you specifically what Valko looks like. My whole fucking feed is Valko, by the way. Because everyone's so upset that he was removed on the western side. But okay, so this is Valko. This is what he looks like. And you can see he has werewolf ears and a tail. And even like snippets of what his gameplay, his memories would look like were released. Basically what happened is the Chinese servers went absolutely apeshit, hated Valko. Absolutely hated Valko. So Tuesday morning is when they released a statement saying that we are no longer going to be continuing with Valko or release any future love interests. We're only going to focus on the 5 characters now.
Oh, come wait. Well, okay. Do you have those posts? I would love to read.
Yes. So the official Love and Deep Spacement is absolutely crazy. It just doesn't really make that much sense. A lot of people thought it was a PR stunt, but the Chinese government supposedly has already got involved with this, and the game may go on suspension for 2 months. So here's the statement. It's super long. Here are some of the problems that the Chinese servers had with Valko.
This has 96,000 likes, 167,000 comments.
Yeah. So people on the global players are really fighting to get Valko back. A lot of people were really excited. A lot of people were saving up resources to spend on Valko. So a lot of people are saying they should get refunds if this is a real thing that's happening. But basically, so I'm going to get into the reasons why Valko was canceled.
Okay, yeah, I've been holding my breath and not wanting to ask. Wait,
Okay.
why does China hate this guy? This pup?
There were a couple references. Also, he's so cute. He's a little puppy. He's a little dog boy. It's so sad. So that is what they released. They were even going to show, like, they even were doing cosplayers at Anime Expo, and they completely removed that section of Anime Expo. So everyone who reserved that meeting with Valko just got, like, an email being like, we're no longer doing Valko. You can meet with someone else or something like that.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so the whole thing's been super crazy. He wasn't supposed to be released until July 9th. So his whole stretch was June
It's my
22nd.
sister's birthday.
Nice. So June 22nd to June 28th. That's how long Valko lasted.
But he was never even released.
He was released on Chinese servers only because it's a Chinese game. So they kind of released it there first as a playtest.
Yeah.
And the Chinese characters absolutely hated him. So here are some of the reasons. One of the first things is that apparently Valko was an aesthetic clash from the rest of the LI, like the love interests.
What?
They said he was too much of a Chaz or a Chaz. He was too much of a Chaz. He was too Western in his appearance, and he was too tan, quote unquote. Too tan.
No, is he even the tannest one?
Yes, yeah. So when you look at the promotional materials, they do all look the same color.
So the image I'm looking at.
So the image that Chaz is looking at is the official release of the myth lineup for all the characters. So you have Xavier, Zane, Raphael, Silas, then Caleb, and then Valko.
I like Silas.
Yeah, Silas is really cool. Silas was a dragon in a past life and also a vampire, so we love Silas. But like in this current reincarnation, he's just a guy.
So yeah, so your character is kind of meeting all these men as men, and then you're going into their past lives, basically.
Yeah, so you basically like can play. So there's also a combat side of the game. So you unlock these myth characters, you get extra like abilities and stuff. For example, like Xavier, who I have both myths for. One is Lumiere, and one is Lumiere, who's a sword fighter, who was alive hundreds of years ago, and then hundreds, something like that. And then the other one is Xavier is a Dark Knight.
Lumiere being an past name of Xavier's?
Yes, but it was kind of his alter ego because he's been on Earth for hundreds of years waiting for you to reincarnate so he can be with you. And he's always basically protected people, and his Lumiere alter ego is him just fighting Wanderers, which are the bad guys in the game.
Or a tuxedo mask.
What is that?
Sailor Moon.
Okay. I never watched Sailor Moon, actually.
Well, if you did, you would like tuxedo mask.
So
But looking at these faces, I'm like, he's got the squarest jaw, I guess.
yeah. So also when I showed you his build is a lot bigger than all the other characters. Apparently, Silas was the biggest that people could take. And Silas is, in my opinion, not even that big.
The biggest that people could take.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, but they hate him.
Okay, reasons. Okay, so the first reason is the Western style. These are also, by the way, reasons that I've heard. So he looks, yeah. So he has more Western features. Like he has a bigger jaw. He has like a different kind of nose, like a larger nose.
My assumption would be that
He's very built.
I'm surprised those features aren't prized.
So no, actually, if you're more androgynous, it's like more of a more aesthetically pleasing. And okay, so here's another piece of that. So the game actually made a statement saying that all their characters were heterosexual, and that is because the sixth LI was made to be such a Chad that and also like I'm not an expert, I'm just gonna say that right now. This is just what I've learned and what
You don't
I've
speak
seen.
Chinese.
They said that he was created for a male gaze versus the other characters are for a female gaze. And in doing this, people were saying that Infield was trying to gain a homosexual audience and that they were trying to attract gay men to play the game for Valko. So the game made a statement saying that all of their characters were heterosexual, and they made that very clear.
Wait, when do they make this statement?
I think it was a couple days after his initial release, right when they started getting feedback.
Hold on. So, and imagine these are the original press releases are happening in Chinese.
Yes, yeah.
But a couple days after the announcement,
literally after the announcement, people were freaking out. People were like, no 6LI. We don't want to see a 6LI. I haven't even gotten into all the reasons yet. That's just one of the reasons, is that he was created for a male gaze, apparently.
I mean, you always talk about Xavier, but in the game, are you dating all the allies?
Yeah, so their stories don't really intersect except like kind of in passing. But you can date all of them, but I really focus on Xavier's story the most. And I have gone through all of the story, which is includes all of them. But then when you do like solo, you when you watch the memories and stuff, it's just you and them. Another reason is that so Valko was assumed to be an experiment. And in his release, like his initial release in the story, they named it A0731 the as the like I guess his experiment or whatever, something like that. And it was a reference to Unit 731. Well, it wasn't explicitly said it was a reference to this, but a lot of people put it together that it was a reference. During World War II, they used to do biological and chemical experiments on Japanese people, um, and it was called Unit 731.
They, as in the Chinese, or as in us?
No, the Japanese armies, a Japanese army unit named Unit 731 used to do biological and chemical experiments on people. In the story, when you're playing, you learn that Valko is from something called A0731, which you assume Valko's an experiment because he's a werewolf.
Yeah.
So people tied that to Unit 731, which is like super disrespectful to reference a World War II fucking experiment on people. But of course, Infold never said this was related or anything like that.
I
And
mean, they
there
could.
has not
There's
been an
plausible
official.
deniability there, I suppose.
Sure, but there's a few things. And this is, again, this is stuff that I've learned through being following the community and just learning about, all these things from people who do go on the Chinese servers and stuff and Chinese social media and can understand it. So he is a wolf, also very important to know because there is a saying in the like announcement and leading up to the release of Valco said you're inviting a wolf into your home, which apparently in China is a super disrespectful thing to say. Like you're inviting a possible like it's romanticizing like a rapist and an intruder basically. So it's kind of romanticizing like rape, rape and intrusion, rapism.
I mean, they're all monsters.
Yeah, so that is something that also bugged me about this is there's multiple points in the storyline. Caleb's absolutely insane, by the way, and he's your brother, so incest is
Wait,
fine, but
what? Hold up. Wait, which one of these is your brother?
this guy.
This one right here?
Yeah.
And
And
are you saying stepbrother or like?
so he grew up with you and your grandma. He grew up with you and your grandma. And you called each other brother and sister.
No.
So there's incest in this game, but we draw the line at weird shit. Also, Raphael drugs you at one point in the main story. Like there is tons of stuff where
Well, I'm glad you brought those other things up because I was wondering like, is it that egregious inviting a wolf in your home when you consider the all of them being monsters that
yeah. So that's some of the pushback too, is that people are saying like, oh, there's a lot of bad stuff, but apparently the implications in Chinese culture is a lot worse.
but now I'm confused about the gay thing. That's just people jumping to
Yes.
conclusions.
Yeah, so ultimately, I personally think that this whole thing is not necessarily a response to Valko himself, but a response to the game. The game has not come out with any new storyline since Caleb, basically. I mean, yeah, I guess there's been some, but there hasn't been a lot of development in the main story, and a lot of people were like, oh, now you're just adding a sixth one. But he was supposed to be there since the very beginning. If you play the game, there's a section on the bottom when you go to select characters that says coming soon. Like, that's why a lot of people are mad too, is because he
I was
was
reading the
always supposed to
comments and there
be.
were people like, well, what about this part of the story?
Yeah, so they were building up to his release.
It only makes sense for that type of game for that to be the the content drain of
Yes.
new characters. Yeah.
And also another thing to note is if Valko was added, the polling probability would be even worse because you have another character you're pulling for.
Yeah.
So it is a gacha game. It is an ultimate game. So whenever you pull and there's a new character, that lowers the probability of getting the character you want.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Caleb. I don't like Zane. When Caleb was at it, I was like, incest? Really? Like, this is what we're doing now? And you don't see me fucking sending shit to the Enfold team. Also, by the way, that is something that happened. Like, Chinese fans were, death threats, but also literally sending fecal matter to the office. Like cow dung. Yeah, dude. It was bad. They even took down the posters outside the office of the LIs because it was getting so bad.
Is it weird that I felt slight relief when you said cow dung instead of them shitting the envelope? And
I mean, who knows, honestly. Could be anything. And also, something important to note when you're looking at this is that there's clear foils. In my opinion, there's clear foils for these characters. Because if you look at Xavier, Silas is the foil. So the other white-haired guy. Zane, Caleb is the foil, the other black-haired guy. Then you have Raphael, and it would only make sense to add Valko.
There's like 3 more femboyish, and there's 3 that are a little more chattish.
Yes, exactly.
And why is the Chinese government getting involved in it?
Oh, okay. So one more. So Chinese government getting involved is also speculation.
Oh.
There have been rumors, but it's not officially confirmed. So the last reason that I have written is they were releasing the kitchen part of your home because in the home section of Love and Deep Space, the kitchen is not available yet. And it will be available or it was going to be available with Valko. So in the PR, the exact quote was, "Take a bath in the pot." And that
Hold on.
don't laugh yet. That was a reference to, in 2022, a Chinese man brutally injured his wife and then killed her by shoving her face into a boiling pot of water, and she choked on the boiling steam and died, and then he cut her up.
What is the phrase?
Take a bath in the pot.
And that's directly a reference to that incident?
It's really close. It's really close.
Oh, I guess that's another,
it's another one of those where it's too
thing.
Close for comfort.
Let me not speculate too hard on another culture that I don't know enough about, but the don't invite a wolf in. I don't know what the wolf is a symbol for,
Yeah.
Where it's like even him being a werewolf, period.
I think that's also part of it, is him being a werewolf to begin with is also a little weird. And it was weird that they made it with the kitchen release, that they had this line put in there. From the source that I was listening to Chinese girl talk about it basically, and she was talking about how everybody knows about this domestic violence case. Like, it is common knowledge because there's not as much as there is in the US.
You think in Germany they know about the Craigslist guy who ate the guy's dick?
I don't even know about that guy.
But I wonder in Germany, if you ask me, hey, you know about the Craigslist guy? They'll be like, oh, ate that guy's dick? Yeah, I know about that.
Oh my god. I was really excited for Valko on July 9th. I was so excited. And I had kind of been losing interest in the game. I have not been spending as much money as I used to. And I think part of that is because of the lack of story development. And they just push a lot of banners, which cause people to spend money. It's not like it's hard to be free.
It's a banner.
Oh, a banner is like, you know how I showed you there's memories?
Yes.
They're like little instances with the character, but they're not related to the story. They're like standalone events. Also, it created this division between Chinese and global players. Chinese players make up 60%. Global players make up 40%. So they have more of a say. And that's why global players are getting mad too. But also the people who spend the most money are people in China who do in-person events, huge in-person events. They reserve fucking jet planes and trains and shit.
So do you think this community is representative? No, who are you to know? But representative of Chinese women, that they really think Westerners are that disgusting?
No, I think it's a very toxic fan base, to be honest, because people are genuinely in love with these characters. So everything that happens on the game is almost a personal attack to some people. R.I.P. Valko, June 22nd to June 28th, 2026.
June 22nd to June 28th. like June 24th, they released this statement. I would love to see the statement too that says all of our characters are heterosexual except
That
for
was one of the
Valko.
ones that was in. No, they said they were all heterosexual. They were like, we're clarifying every one of these characters is heterosexual. Yeah, but also people were saving up their resources for Valko and stuff, and it just sucks.
That's when you were talking about the Chinese government stepping in is like monetarily.
Oh, there's also lawsuits that people are doing. Yeah.
Because if you did spend money in anticipation of this new content that was being promised.
See, I don't understand how Valko can't get released, but fucking Caleb can.
Well, that's what's crazy is that like there's plausible deniability on all of these, but him being your brother makes it fetish material.
100%.
He's lean. He's definitely femmy, but like he does not look Chinese.
I think that's what it is that he has more Western features and people don't like that. But also
that's surprising because I just thought European features were like pushed everywhere.
Well, I guess you're wrong. They were pushing Valko down our throats. They were like, look, new character. Like everybody look, new character. Well, they deleted all of the PR off their account. Like you can't even see Valko anymore off the official account. Also, it's been like an hour, by the way.
What?
It's been like an hour. We've been talking about Valko. But also, I always pull for Xavier, and this time I didn't because I was saving for Valko.
Yeah. Wow.
my life since June 22nd has been a mess. Well, think if the development team spent so much time. I think one person from the development team later had said something along the lines of like I watched him be born and then I watched him die.
I gotta see this release of the heterosexual coming out party because I'm wondering what terminology they used and like
it was
what the fuck they were thinking.
Too.
Oh,
I can't. I mean, I can show you. I could show you the Reddit post I was looking at where someone translated it.
But they didn't have to say anything.
They didn't.
There was nothing to address, really.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess there was controversy, but like, and also the idea that like, oh, they're trying to get gay fans or whatever. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Well, but also they have gay fans.
Oh, of course.
I'm gay. Here is the original post.
Oh, okay. Let me learn Chinese real quick. The official response of spamming sorry only intensified the conflict.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on.
Well, I mean, and if you look this up and you see this guy, you're gonna be like, how can you hate on this that hard? Especially if you're into all the other characters. I'm like, this is not a huge departure for the game. Well, and Love and Deep Space is hiring real humans to portray these characters.
For Anime Expo and stuff, they are for cosplay. But as far as on the game, they're hiring voice actors who, like Xavier has been the same voice actor the whole game.
But I mean, there's like official, like you go to Disneyland and you see Woody or whatever.
Mm. There's official. Yeah. Like at Anime Expo, there are 5 people who are known as like Raphael, Xavier, blah, blah, blah.
And you said that people were already signing up to meet.
People had already reserved space to meet Valko.
Which means Love and Deep Space was already, when they were releasing all this feature content, they're also saying, hey, come meet Valko at the next AnimeCon.
Yes.
And then they were just like, never mind.
Yeah. They didn't even give him a chance. There was also hate for Silas and Caleb before they were launched, too.
I'm sure there's always...
It's just the amount of hate was so
People
intense.
hate shit that's new.
Yes.
Or there's a subsection of people that are always going to hate shit that's new. At every step, they're doing something really dumb. They're saying something really dumb. Yeah. Because it's really dumb to be like, we're never going to have another huge moneymaker for our app. That's why I almost believe the Chinese government thing, because I'm just like, why are they moving the way they're moving?
Yeah. They released this card, which is actually, I think, the reason I got the game. When I had gotten the game, it was they did like a kitty version of all the guys. So popular, everybody loved it. But the second you make what was I just talking about that I was really mad about?
Valko.
Yes, Valko. Oh, I was saying the kitty card thing. basically when I first joined, about 2 years ago or something like that, they released these kitty cards where all the characters basically got this thing that made them turn into like cat boys, right? So they all had ears and a tail.
Kitty. I kept thinking it made them turn into like a kid, and I was like,
No, kitty with a T, like cat. And that's what caused me to get the game, because I saw Xavier with cat ears and a cat tail, and I was like, this is the hottest thing I've ever fucking seen.
So you can't even think of a monster that you would have rather had.
No, when I found out that it was a werewolf, I was so fucking excited.
Yeah.
It's just also the levels that people were going to make their hate clear is insane.
Yeah.
They were literally like on the original post, they were like, delete him, kill him, murder him. Like, that's what they were saying. I know.
It's entertaining to watch an entity shoot itself in the foot. I can't get past the coming out as straight.
Yeah, them making an announcement having to be like, all these guys are heterosexual guys.
So they went from people accusing them like, you're trying to appeal to men.
Yeah.
Because you have a more manly character.
Yeah.
And then coming out and being like, no, we don't want gay people playing our game.
Basically.
We don't want gay people playing our game.
That's not what they said. They were
not
saying
what they
that all
said,
the
but like,
were straight.
well, there's like Pixar movies too where they will cut out, or Star Wars, where if there's anything gay, and usually whatever there is that's gay is 2 seconds.
Oh my god. What was it, the ninth one? What was it, the ninth Star Wars? Where I remember I took a lift once, and I was talking to the guy because the new movies had just come out.
Oh no.
And I was like, yeah, I fucking hate the new movies. And he was like, yeah, me too. And I was like, yeah, I saw them in theaters and I wasn't happy and blah, blah, blah. And then, so I was going on my rant about the new movies, Star Wars movies. And his response was like, yeah, I mean, they really just ruined it for me with that last scene with the 2 girls kissing. And I was like, oh, that's what we hate about the movies? Like, you were fine with everything else. But that's where we draw the line, is the 2 girls kissing. Some people are just homophobic. Like,
dude, I would love if in China there's 2 people making a podcast. There's like an analog for you that's just like, I fucking hated Valko, and I'm so glad that he's dead.
My foil, just like the
foil.
game. What would my foil look like? Would my foil also be non-binary?
Your foil would probably be like high femme.
That's crazy.
You like wear a lot of dresses and skirts. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll touch back on Love and Deep Space.
Let's hope
future episodes.
Let's also hope by next week there's an official update. Because Enfold has not really released any updates about Valko since the one on June 28th. So, well, also I heard that they were still running the ads for Valko, like in Times Square. He was still playing on the fucking.
Oh my god, they're running ads in Times Square.
They do for every release. This is a big game, Chaz. I don't think you realize how big it is.
Are there women working at Enfold making this game?
Yes.
Like, cause watching his little memories and stuff, they look like the other memories. And in terms of the literal gaze of how you're perceiving this guy, except he's got more meat on his thighs. Yeah. And he's maybe taller.
And his butt's huge.
And I saw how he got that butt. Did you see that workout? Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like putting so much pressure on his knees to like basically hump the air.
Yeah.
Which
also I was excited for. Let's hope there's some positive updates next time.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll start that Chessboxing YouTube if none of that pans out.
Oh yeah, if there's ever a development in Chessboxing, I'll mention it. But I mean, it's easy to imagine like a movie about, or any story about this guy who like maybe he used to be a boxer years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, the Terry Marsh story. Chess boxer. The Terry Marsh story.
Well, that was our podcast. Number 2, Valko and Chessboxing.
Valko and Chessboxing. Yeah, I'll see what I can got from this. But
2 hours.
I know.
I think I also will do. I mean, I'm pretty sore on the subject right now, but I think a Love and Deep Space full deep dive.
Oh my god, there's more to talk about?
I mean, even just talking about Xavier and Laura, I could take a whole episode.
Oh, whoa. That's crazy.
I mean, I said that he's been alive for hundreds of years.
I didn't know that they went through those years. Like Wolverine.
Yeah. Xavier is Wolverine.
Yeah.
I guess you could do a superhero. It's hard to think of a myth that I'm trying to think of other creatures. Like, I just feel like there's not a lot left. Like, what are you going to do? Like a devil man?
Superhero
No.
kind of sounds cool, though.
I feel like that's kind of what Lumiere was.
I thought Lumiere was a sword fighter.
Yeah, but he has, like, teleportation and stuff. But that's a Xavier ability. He's from space. He's an alien, actually. Did I tell you that? Xavier's an alien.
Xavier?
Xavier's an alien. He's from a different
Wait,
planet.
are they all aliens?
No, just Xavier.
Why? Why is it?
Because he came from a different planet to save you and to come to you in your current living situation. But he went too far back in time, so he just continued living through that time.
Are any of them considered human at all?
Well, I mean, they're all human.
Well, Xavier's an alien.
Well, he's a human from another planet, which makes him an alien.
Okay.
There are different types of aliens, Chaz.
But love. I just thought that would explain the name if they were all aliens, but no.
So the Deep Space Tunnel opened in 2034. Do you want me to get into the lore?
Are these all men who went through a time warp to?
No.
Okay, then what?
There's so much. There's so much. How do you think I spend so many hours on that game?
I don't know.
Because they're just sitting there talking.
Maybe just watching the same memory on a loop.
Well, it's the cat one.
It's the kitty cat one?
Yes, that's my favorite memory.
Isn't that? Didn't you say that was the first one you got?
Yes. Yeah.
So it sounds like the game peaked as soon as you downloaded it, and then.
No, I mean there was a recent card that was very spicy, which I was very into for Xavier. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would be the kitty one. So there's a date and then a memory. The date is kind of like a text, you know when you think of a normal dating RPG and you just like get the text and you see the character?
Yeah.
There's a date and then there's a whole story that leads up to the memory. And then there's the memory. Like there was one memory that was super spicy where you literally have sex with Xavier, but you only know it's sex because of the date, not the memory itself. Chaz doesn't get it.
Yeah, wow. I'm shocked that there's more to talk about this.
There's so much to talk about.
Listening back to this episode, I'm sure I'll think of some more things to talk about.
All 2 hours and 20 minutes of it.
I know it's gonna be gnarly to edit. Yeah.
And we have separate voice tracks now, so every cut you make, the timing's gonna be different.
Fuck with it. Okay. Let's wrap this up. Thank you for listening to episode 2.
Thank you for listening.
Follow us on Instagram.
This was the podcast. Goodbye.
Goodbye.